breathe before we go hard again.
Yeah, you need to drink water somewhere and breathe.
In the middle of my performance, just...
I'm Ellen Berg. I'm a top liner, singer, songwriter, vocal producer from Stockholm.
I'm Moa, aka Cazzi Opeia. I'm an artist and songwriter. I'm a part of Sunshine.
Woo! I'm AleXa. I'm a K-pop artist from Korea. That's redundant.
Wow! I'm Jonatan. I'm a producer. I'm 50% of the production duo Moonshine, along with this guy.
Ludvig, and I make sandwiches.
That's his thing.
I'm also producing.
I mean, as someone who previously stated is not Swedish, I only discovered what was told about Melodifestivalen only like a couple of years ago because I did have a Swedish staff in Korea. So I knew about it. I knew it was like a big prerequisite for Eurovision. There was a camp we had earlier this year in May to specifically write for Melo. Now, whether or not we made it, that was always up to...
Yeah, anyone can send in songs, and then there's a jury, and then it goes through like a whole process, and then in the end 4,000 songs get sent in, and then 30 gets further to actually compete.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of competition to even get your song in is a win.
Congratulations. Well, I mean, let's talk about this song.
Didn't we write like 5 songs for you?
Yeah, 5.
Because when I was here, there was a total of 6, so yeah.
Yeah. Let's not talk about the 6th one.
I guess we tried to experiment to try to find a good way of like combining your sound, intertwining that with like K-pop overall, and then also kind of like Swedenize it a little bit for it to apply to
the Melo audience.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, this song in particular, it was just that second week, I believe, where we all just put our minds together, just trying to figure out what's the best way for you to kind of perform a song live. And I think we put a lot of the performance aspects first, because it's like you jumping and making triple backflips and stuff on stage.
Well,
while singing, that's a challenge.
Yeah, and then, you know, I levitate and then I lift a car. And,
yeah, exactly, all of that.
It had to like fuse correctly. It couldn't be too one or the other.
Yeah, what were some elements that you put in the track and top line to make sure that the K-pop and the Swedish worlds combined in this song?
I feel like it needed to have a really like solid melody, and then also I'd say the rap part would be the more K-poppy stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, no, I'm not gonna lie, like a wolf in the night, going in for the bite.
We talked a lot about what everyone liked, like grew to, like what's like the common denominator. It's like the verses and the middle eight is very K-pop.
Yeah.
The chorus and pre is very Euro.
Yeah, like the pre-chorus is like very
Pop.
Pop and very Scandinavian in a way. Of like, it's a super clear melody, and that's kind of like the part that's meant to, like, everyone can sing along to.
Yes.
And then the chorus is like more of the melody itself is the one that's supposed to be stuck in your head. Yeah,
and it gets stuck. It gets stuck.
And it makes you want to dance.
Yeah.
And it makes you happy. And it also has like all the different parts that a K-pop song usually contains. Like, definitely, it's a journey for sure. This one.
Usually K-pop songs are like over 3 minutes, and like you're automatically disqualified if the song is over 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's the rule.
In like Eurovision, so you have to keep it under 3, and that was harder than you would believe.
Yeah, because didn't we have to shorten?
Yeah, we faded the very last poof of the song, and we like faded it out quickly, so it just like within 3
when we went
minutes.
to the mix engineer were like, guys, you fucked up on the last thing there, and we're like, nope.
That's on purpose.
That's how much we get.
They said you can do 3 minutes, and we said okay, 2:59.99. The fade.
And there we go. So we're literally
Damn, I
end
got
at, like,
goosebumps.
2:59 and 81 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Sick and twisted.
As I was listening to that, I noticed that there's a lot of vocal layers, but at this competition, all vocals have to be live, right?
Well, that's the thing. I personally, with these files, I can't be in anything that's not the lead, and I'm going to have some lovely, incredible backing vocals live behind the scenes. Because again, like you said, there's a lot of vocal layers, a lot of stacks, and so for impact, of course, it can't just be my one voice, just tongue tight. It's nice to have them as a part of the performance as well. So. Yeah.
And it's also backing tracks as well. It's like there's
yeah, you can have.
You're allowed to have backing tracks.
A little bit, yes.
As long as it's not you.
Right, as long as it's not me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the
Very
rules.
strange rule.
I mean, I think it's like we because we took an entire day tracking you guys for doing all the backing vocals and such.
Right.
I don't even know if you've heard that.
But I'm not gonna lie, no, I'm not gonna lie. Lie, like a wolf in the night, going in for the bite.
So this is like everything, but then you just take away you, and then it's just.
But I'm not gonna lie, no, I'm not gonna lie. Lie, like a wolf in the night, going in for the bite. Start it.
Like all the transients are cut off, so it just sounds very like.
But it's exact though. That's the thing. That
because that's make your lead stands out way more.
Right.
So like we did that with like all this, like in the chorus, it's.
That's a lot of files.
Tongue tied.
Moa.
Moa Andalan, and there's
Tongue tied.
higher, and then it's just the crowd.
Tongue tied.
I love crowds. Crowds are so fun.
So that goes all the way through. Yeah, with everything.
How many
That is
tracks?
stacked.
So many tracks.
Oh my god. Holy mama.
We're up to 169. No,
1069.
167 it looks like.
6, 7.
6? No.
Girl.
But it makes it sound big. Like it's a party song.
It is.
Like you want to give the feeling of like how it would sound in a club if people sang along to it.
Was I correct in hearing any choir samples in there?
Yeah, we have the techno choirs.
Yes.
Those are a couple of my favorites. We basically, in Omnisphere, which is a plugin, there's a lot of like church choirs and such. So we played around with like second verse. If we just mute the vocal for a little bit.
And you play it with the keyboard, right? Yeah.
So we basically have these funny guys. With the transgate on. Otherwise, that's like incorporates the little Euro element of it, having the transgate.
The little.
Also, they're like
them to
Russian
shake.
choirs.
It's kind of like that. But I mean, that's an homage on its own. It was a lot of fun, just trying to add small elements that are quite unexpected, because it's like, this is a very electronic thing overall. But then it's like, you did a lot of those like string layers that also kind of brings it to a little bit nicer. Yeah, I'm the trance, but and also the filtering. But if we don't, I think Moa also was the one to kind of like emphasize like strings. I want strings. This was also a thing. Like, how do we make AleXa, K-pop, and mellow? It's not only like, yeah, you're just an average artist, and it's not like you don't have your own. Yeah, you do have your own sound. So we have to kind of like intertwine that, and it's been a lot of like, I don't know if creepy would be the right. But
I mean, like we've always been on the darker side of pop.
Yeah.
Not like, emo depressing stuff, but the sound has always been more dark, more brooding, more along that line. So I remember when we did the little music box thing, it's like, ooh, this is it.
Not creepy on its own, but it's like it's a little bit of darkness.
Mysterious.
Mysterious would be the right word, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that alongside with like the every Swede will know Epa Dunk. I have like fjort, as in fjortis. All Swedes will know. Yeah, and then we even have some like what is it called, Russian funk as well. That's are tucked in there just for shits and giggles, I guess.
The shiggles, yes.
But then aside from that, it's like, it's basically just trying to build an ensemble to complement your vocals all the way through.
Yeah, and speaking of the top lining, did you guys have any specific sounds that you heard in the track that like inspired a certain rap or top line?
I think we started off from scratch this one, right?
Yeah.
And melody came one by one, and then you put some chords down, and then we kind of puzzled it together. So it was more like jamming in the room with maybe go there instead of there on that chord, and okay, and then we kind of like cooked it like a big
Soup.
like a soup, yeah, honestly. And then we all inspired each other from start to end on this one.
Do you have like the first draft of the track?
Oh, I have the original with like you guys singing the top
Oh, yeah?
line. I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably airdrop it to me.
Yeah,
Then we
let
can
me
play
do
it out.
that. Yeah, this is the demo. It was different in the beginning, yeah.
Baby, why you silent? Now this would be a violent. Looking like it's violent. But wish I could style it. Yeah.
Italian Cazzi. I kind of like this bass though.
Of course, it's different too, I think. We didn't go.
That's like, okay, we don't record anything.
But I mean, a lot of the things are there. Like
It changed.
like yeah, it changed, but like the core idea is very much the same.
Here's when we realized we were gonna sing along to the.
There's some under there. Like here.
Yeah.
Tell me now.
It was when it was forming. Here's where we found the chords. We were like, we need to go down here because it was like so going on. And then someone took the guitar.
I think it's Ella.
I think it was, yeah. Bass notes.
Like we need one part that's a little softer. A little bit like ding 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 ding. So this is how it can sound when you make a song. Like this is such a good example. This is how it sounds when we're jamming. We're finding.
This is
Just
me
seeing
trying to
what
find
works.
what Ellen is playing. Bing, bing, boom. And I'm like, this is the last chord.
And I'm like trying this melody 100 times.
But this is what it's like.
You're not looping it, it's just
No, I'm trying to.
You just
get
voice
the
note
melody.
it until you find it a lot of times.
Yeah, but it's always like that. It's like jamming, and every time you sing it, you kind of improve upon it or just tweak small things and figuring out whether it sounds better or worse. And then it's like, okay, no, that's the one.
Yeah, and we're also everyone has good ears, so usually when someone does something good, it's like that's good. And they're like okay, and then the person who sang that got the confirmation. Okay, I'm gonna keep on doing this, and then
Put it into the mic.
yeah. So it's really like also hyping each other and hearing what everyone else is doing.
To me, I don't know. It was like everyone was so keen on like we have to make it family friendly. It can't be too angry. So to me, the fact that it made it to mellow with these like small elements, you know, those angry sounds is like wonderful that it actually made it through. And this oink 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 here, you know, that's I love that, but it's just.
I think it's also cool though because like these like angrier, like harder sounding things are, I feel like, used in K-pop a lot in certain areas of it. So it's nice to have those elements that also bring it together to be like, hey, this is Euro, but also it's for K-pop.
Right. In the end, what do you hope listeners to take away when listening to and watching your performance?
You know, I just hope that they have fun because there was so much love and time put into this with such an incredible team, and they did most of the work, obviously. They did the hard carrying, but I'm grateful to help bring it to life, if anything.
Yeah,
so
but I'm sure this song wouldn't have been the same if you weren't in the room.
100% not.
So, yeah.
It's teamwork. You brought the
Teamwork.
energy, girl.
Makes the dream work.
You brought the talent. You're the star. We love you.
Saranghae!
Happy to take the bait now, you ain't got nothing to say.
Let's go, Melodifestivalen!